Alright, y'all out there. I hope y'all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have this conversation with y'all about the supposed to be COVID-19 that's spreading around the world, right? You ever heard there's always two sides of something, of everything? There's always two sides. So you gotta look at a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then you gotta look at the people that's telling you the news and all this. You know, they don't tell the truth all the time, you know? They don't tell the truth all the time, man. So you can't ASAP, strictly dickly believe quick of liars, man. Man, people gather around to listen to, they be liars. Once a person spots somebody telling the truth, they get to walking off. So the reason why I'm making this video, don't walk off. Don't click off. Now, I might put a good 4-5 minutes into this video. You know, I'm on 1 minute and 40 seconds. I'm gonna let you know. If you go to church and all that, and you spiritual minded, it's a lot that comes with that. If you closed minded in the real world, then you're not really spiritual minded like you think to the fullest. And halfway spiritual minded, don't be crediting yourself you fully spiritual minded. You could be 40, 50, 60 years old, mothers in church. That don't mean that you spiritual minded like that and see things coming like that. If you spiritual minded, then you would know that this world is shutting down because it's time for the rich people in the world to be shut down. Now, think about it for a second. Think about what I'm saying right here. I'm talking about like million, billion, trillionaires, you know. The people that lie to y'all, you know, the government, the cops, certain businesses and websites, you know what I'm saying? They will lie to you probably to keep you coming back spending money or something. It's a reason why they not telling you the truth, and it's better to lie. They gonna see later for themselves it wasn't good to lie to people. But on your part right now of the listener, it's like if you're really spiritual minded, then you will conclude that God is shutting down your world, not the government. That paperwork stuff that they doing, everything with paperwork is phony. That's why in the Bible, you have to read the Bible. And quit separating science from the Bible, because you're not going to find an answer if you keep it separate like that. The things that you should keep separate, you're not doing. But the things that should be held together to make sense, to make one puzzle picture for you, you keeping it separate and you staying confused. Now, they want to say that this COVID-19 started in China, Asia, wherever, over that way, with the Orientals. But you got to figure out if it did, you know, that's where a lot of sinning going on at. Like, people will hit babies with their car and keep going and leave the baby on the ground for hours. Not like how they in the United States, people be like, oh, and call an ambulance, you know, real quick. Asia, China, they don't work like that. So that's what God probably started it at, to get to shutting them down, get to waking them up. Like, start paying attention to what you're doing is right, and wrong is wrong. And there's rewards for right doing, there's consequences for wrong doing. I went over 5 minutes too. I really gotta lay this on y'all right quick. People don't want to face the facts. Like, y'all can't even really do nothing for Christmas, Thanksgiving now. And this is just the beginning, because you need to read the Bible and understand. Quit looking for a man to come out the sky to save you when you rich as hell, beating people down in the world. Because God is against the rich. If you're a rich man, a rich woman, a rich person, sooner or later you gonna think you a God yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, the Lord God is not God because of no money. And that's not why you will be nominated to be a God. I'm just saying, you will never be a God. The most you'll be is a human. But you will not be nominated to that. Okay? Stop killing yourselves trying to get to the top. And once you at the top, everybody want to kill you. Or you will get caught up and killed. But back to this coronavirus thing. Your world is slowing down these businesses and everything because God is breaking you down. First, He gonna break down your money. All the money them people got, they gonna have to start using that money to survive now, all they savings. And once them savings gone, now you an average person. Now you hear things. Now you understand. Now you want more information. With all that money, you ain't want nothing. So it's like a day-to-day progression. It's not no one shot a person coming to save you, and your money already saved you. It's about people getting what they deserve. Lying down in the bed that you made yourself, that you thought you would never have to lay down in, but one day you really do. Okay? Meaning consequences gonna catch up with you, your luck gonna run out. Alright? Now, all these people that's getting sick of coronavirus and death placed upon them and they died and all that, that's God killing you, man. Quit thinking they invented something in China when Chinese people not finna invent nothing like that and kill everybody around the world and can't stop it, because they would have been did that. They would have been did that before we was let out of slavery. Honestly. Now, this is a plague from God. If you don't understand what a plague is, it's a for sure death meeting coming upon you. And the people who lie to themselves, the people who are, into this world, one moment on Sunday they enter the spirit, then the rest of the 6 days they kinda into the spirit. They 75% into the world. Then on Sunday they 75. God don't like that. He wants you to be 100% spiritual at home, and if you go to church, same thing. Don't let yourself be spiritual because people in church, you see, now you got to put a role on that you spiritual. God knows if it's a role or if it's really you. So if you're if you're sick and caught that stuff, it ain't that it's airborne. It's just that angels going around placing that on you. And people think it's circulating in the air and in the food and everything. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, you could be isolating yourself by yourself. But if it's time for that angel to come put that on you, that angel still gonna find you. Like how the Grim Reaper find you and put that on you. See, they messed y'all head up with fairy tales in this world, like cartoons and stuff. And now when y'all drink, y'all smoke weed, y'all smoke cigarettes, y'all think that shit too good to be true. But in the meantime, you're getting snaked by angels, man. You're getting snaked by angels you can't see, you can't touch, or get them back for that. But they only place that on you because your time is running out. They probably have instructions from God to place something on you because your time running out. After a while, this whole earth is gonna be basically dead. You know what I'm saying? All the people is gonna be basically dead that ain't really served God. Serving God is doing the right thing all the time, like cameras on you all the time. So like, if you don't really get God's name right, he might not be tripping like that. He gonna explain that to you. It's the thing about you know right from wrong though. And if you want to keep acting like God not quicker than you to catch you, to stop you from doing wrong, not like how policemen stop you, because they doing wrong and acting like they're right. God is an actual righteous person. You know what I'm saying? Surrounded by angels. All all your time's gonna go to waste. And you're probably gonna catch COVID-19 and die. And all due respect, I doubt if God put that on you and sentenced you to heaven. From then on, you straight death. And everyone knows in the Bible that's hell. It shouldn't take you always to see, oh, it's real now because you've seen it. Start taking someone's advice sometime. Sometimes it's not meant for a person to see anything. Just take a person's word for it. If you can't do them things, if it's too hard, pain make you act right. And that's a true statement. You know how many people need pain placed upon them to act right? Because every time they be bad or thinking about doing it again, they gonna feel that pain throb and they gonna stop. Because they remember what happened before. All God is trying to do is make righteous people out of the people on earth. But they could hurt themselves throughout fighting against it. You can't blame God for putting some shit on you. You know what I'm saying? And you weren't righteous. You weren't being correctly righteous, you know. You have to do right all the time for this COVID-19 to skip over you. The moment you start doing bad, wrong, expect it. Clearly, if God gave a description, his hair is like wool, skin's like polished brass, how to prefer it, some people don't even know what these things mean. You look at your photograph of your God that you serve, is that the description in the photograph you seeing with your eyes? you know that's not. Especially if it's a Caucasian man named Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? These people trick y'all and then they tell y'all the truth and you still keep going being tricked. It's just like how they admitted they kill kids, the black market and the government okay it for McDonald's to sell kids and they meat and burgers and they told y'all and you still go eat it. So they could always say, we told you. But in their mind, they saying they dumb as hell to keep doing it. Why you think at a lot of conventions when you probably when President Trump was the president and they had them long tables at McDonald's, President Trump didn't touch nothing. He went to his office to eat a steak. You know what I'm saying? So start peeping game, man. Game ain't really buying a car and having money. Game is smart and having heart to stand up to show your smartness. Because some people smart and quiet with it, and they could have helped somebody that was in confusion, you know. So basically, stop lying to yourself. Stop training your kids to lie to themselves, because there's consequences coming your way. And God's showing you, He's shutting your earth down, man, to the point where He damn near don't want none of y'all here. Because all y'all keep doing is lying. And the heavens is called sin. All you keep doing is lying to each other. And that's flipping to people get hurt. That's flipping to when the truth come out, it's too late. It don't matter now. So I don't know really what to tell y'all, but to do right, because if you don't, it's gonna show that you didn't. I don't care how many masks you have on. I don't care how many feet apart you are. That ain't the damn antidote and the answer for that problem. That's why you're still catching it worldwide. Start peeping game, cause God got game. Start taking rodeo from God. He not the nerd, bogus ass God you probably think. Quit trying to be ahead of God, because if He break you down, and I mean health-wise, your body, then you're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to spend no money. You're not going to want to play basketball. You're not going to want to fuck. All due respect. You're not going to want to eat. Nothing. So, just understand, play your role. You know what I'm saying? Your role that you're here for. Be you. Because people get sick on their deathbed, now they want to tell the truth and be them. Only because no one, they know they eyes ain't gonna be able to look in no one eyes again, because they'll be so ashamed of this information they laid on people on their deathbed. So if people caught this stuff, stop feeling sorry for them. You know, the way you jumping back from people with that COVID that they say, that's how you should be jumping back from people that's doing wrong. But it's a shame that God gotta wake y'all up this way. That's pitiful on y'all part that it take this much information. It takes your eye to see. Remember, spiritual minded people take God's word for it. Because God is not a man that he should lie. That scripture is not saying God is not a man. It's saying God is not a person, basically, that's finna be lying to your ass. But it's basically letting you know God can be anything he wanna be. That ain't your main focus. Should be focused on. You should be focusing on yourself doing right and transforming to do right. Otherwise, it's gonna show if you're not. And one more again, if you know what I'm saying, trust these government people and all that, and you've been tested positive for all that stuff, you never know. You probably didn't have it. Then once they put some stuff in your mouth, they probably gave it to you. You can't trust people who's fucking you over anyway. I know common sense ain't common, but all due respect, all you gotta do is put a Caucasian man on TV to lie to the world, to jump off the tallest mountain in the world, and they have to do it. Yep. And this white guy could be, just straight sending y'all ass off. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they really like y'all, man. Stop lying to yourself like they do. Seriously. Just because a person give you a job, that's cool. But don't forget, everything these people set up and invent, they equipped it where they want you to walk off from righteousness. Once you get the line on your job application, you get the line with everything else. And all due respect, but I don't respect it. But Caucasians, all you people from Switzerland, Russia, Canadians, I say Ireland, Irish people, French people, all you people without melanin, Orientals, even the Africans with melanin, Ethiopians, stop lying to yourself out there. Because y'all dropping like a pile of flies at once. And then people acting like, oh, this shouldn't happen to them. Remember, God's seen everything. So God don't feel 1 ounce of sorry for you. The people who didn't see everything do. So just know, God's in charge of everything. If God could read your brain, what you thinking in your heart, that ain't your brain and heart then. That's still God's. You just borrowing it right now for the use of your convenience to survive age, born through whatever age you pass away on. So like I said, if you're spiritual minded, you can read between the lines. But if you're just looking at the regular lines, And some in between the lines, you're not down to earth spiritual minded like you think. And I'm sure God gonna show you. I'm very sure. I'm 101% sure. His COVID-19 stuff ain't even called that from God. It's just some power going around that's stopping people who bad. That's what's going on. And the reason they say it's COVID-19 because they want y'all to think it's invented. They don't really want to tell you, we can't stop this, y'all. Because they can't. So you better be good, because guess what? White man can't save you this time.